Pushing the foot on the gas, puff, puff, pass. Pushing the foot on the gas, puff, puff, pass. Pushing the foot on the gas, puff.
We're gonna show
puff,
another video
pass.
of a woman trauma dumping on people. This seems like to be a part 2. There we go. Like, what's it doing?
All right, part 2 on how I became a single mom at 22. Or no, yeah, I was 22. Oh my god. So yeah, so you guys know how he left. He went back to Georgia. He moved in with his ex-girlfriend, whatever. But let's backtrack to the day that he left. And I'm gonna make her a bottle while we're doing this because she's about to go to sleep. Sad, about to go to sleep because it's 7:30 and that's my bedtime.
It's crazy how modern women love to go on camera and tell their whole life story about what was going on in their life. They tell their entire life story. They love to tell their entire life story. They don't like to be private with anything anymore. I do not get it. They do not like to be private with anything anymore. They love to tell about everything, all their bad decisions, all their bad choices, all for attention. That's the crazy part to me. They do it all for attention. That's the wild and sad part. And she put a baby in and all it. She drinking. She's drinking.
But yeah, so he left. He left all his shit. Like I said, he left his whole life behind, his clothes, his shoes. He left his kid. He left me. I thought we were like gonna get married or whatever, but I think that when I got like pregnant, I became unattracted to him. And then I ended up like having to take some time off towards the end of my pregnancy. So I like wasn't making any money or anything, so I was like useless to him at that point, I guess. I don't really know. And then I had an emergency C-section. So when I had that emergency C-section, I know he didn't like my body. So hence why I feel like he was depressed, because I just went from being like happy, silly, little old me to, I don't know, I was just like so sad and depressed. But
and look, I get it. It's called postpartum depression. I had a friend that had a wife that I had a friend that has a wife now that she had postpartum depression after the first baby. We get it, but at the same time, you chose this man without getting married. You had this man's baby before getting married, and now you're putting all your problems here on everybody's shoulders. Like, what are we supposed to care for? Oh, because look, there's a man doing it. Well, okay. Well, we can't change that to the circumstance. And if modern women keep opening up their legs, the circumstance is not going to change. Do people not realize how babies are created? It's when a man and women have sex, and women are the gatekeepers to sex. If a women just close their legs and wait and require the marriage, you won't have this problem. But women will complain. Oh, what about this? What about that? I'm just trying to have fun. Y'all can't even have fun and not have babies. Y'all got all the products in the world. Y'all can't even have fun and not have babies.
I was like getting there. I was like slowly like getting my life back together and back on track, and coming out of postpartum. So I was a month postpartum, and she was 30 days old when he decided to leave. He literally just basically got on the phone with his mom, and she was just telling him like, think you're still hung up on your ex. I think this is why you and Morgan won't work out, and da 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 da. And he literally, the day he left, he would not look at me, you guys. Like,
Why do they keep showing the baby?
This is so embarrassing.
Why do they keep showing the baby? It's so weird to keep showing the baby. Like, what's the point of that? Again, these modern women like to show everything. They love to show everything. No modesty at all. And modesty is just more than just clothing. It's being private. And this is probably why he didn't marry her. These are not marriageable women. They're not ready for marriage. They like to tell all their business on the internet. They love to tell all their business on the internet. It's crazy.
embarrassing to say, but I dropped to my knees begging him to stay because I was so scared. I had only been a mom for 30 days. I was straight out of a C-section, so I couldn't even like move around. Yeah, it was so bad. Yeah, so he just left. Like, and I remember I probably called him like 80 times before he hit Ohio. Okay. Yeah, I think he was like blocking me like most of the times. So I just had no contact with him for most of the drive there, which really sucked because I was like sitting in my room, like literally like, should I die now? But no, that's not the answer. That's not the answer. Don't do that. Yeah, so I stayed in my room for like 3 weeks. I lost a lot of weight. He sent me flowers on my birthday, which is kind of like an asshole thing to me because he literally moved in with his ex on the same day that he.
And now again, we're only getting half the story, so we don't know his story. We don't know what's going on with his story. But at the same time, she's going putting this on TikTok, trauma dumping everyone. Women like to think this stuff like this is inspiring or teachable. It's really not. It's very, very annoying. A lot of people don't want to hear about this all the time. And I get it. If you want to talk to women that are going through this, all right, make a group. Make some type of group. Y'all go together, meet in person. Y'all can talk to women that way. Don't go on TikTok, all right? Don't go on YouTube. Don't go on none of that stuff and try to talk about your problems. A lot of people don't want to hear that. We like to be entertained. Now, I'm not saying you can't use that as entertainment, but this is not entertainment right here. All it's doing is just gossip. Gossip, talking about your problems. If you really need to talk to somebody, go to a therapist or talk to your peoples. For men, it's talk to your peoples. Don't go to no therapist. Don't waste your time talking to women.
He sent me flowers. Say, yeah, that was rude. She's like, girl, hurry up. Here, Gigi, you want your bottle? She's gonna go to sleep after this. Say, I can grab my own bottle and go to sleep. Good job! My baby is so grown. I love you, Gigi. Oh my goodness, this is so cute.
Man.
But have a good night. That was part 2.
Oh man, that child, and I think it's a girl too. That child's gonna have it's gonna be a hell of a mother like this lady. She's gonna be a hell of a mother. Shout out to Mr. Goodbread.